సంపాదన
So good morning to all. So we are all discussing correlated queries. Correlated queries we call this. So there is one difference of correlated queries and subqueries actually. In subqueries, the inner query is executed only one time. So that's we call as inner query. So while in the case of correlated subquery, the end for each output row, for each row, the inner query is also executed. That means so both the inner query is also executed as parallel with the outer query. While in the case of subqueries, so inner query is executed one, the value of inner query is substituted for each output. That's we call as subqueries. We are already discussed correlated queries. So whenever we are using correlated queries, we use some special operators, exist, any, some, all, some other relational operators like this we use. So exist operator is used to check the existence of the value. The result of this operator is Boolean. It takes the query. So if it is exist or not. If existed, then it will be printed the value. Otherwise, it will not print the values. That's what we call as this. So we go for some examples. Issue the employee number and the names who have got more than one increment. I want to list the employee numbers and names. Employee number and names of the employees who have got more than one increment. Actually, increments is in the increment table. So we'll go for select employee number, comma, employee name, employee is the employee number, employee number, name from employee, where, so one less than, select, count, or where employee number where employee number is equal to employee dot this is called as correlated. So this is this is about correlated query. So actually there is a correlation. So in outer query we have the employee number. Similarly, inner query also have a employee number. So this is called as correlation. So there must be a correlation between the outer and the inner queries. When there is a correlation between outer and the inner queries, correlation means same column it must be existed from in outer queries and the inner queries. When the same column is existed in outer and inner queries, so then that we call as correlated queries. So we have the two queries, outer query and inner query. So outer query will have the employee number. Similarly, inner query we have the also used employee number. So then there is a correlation of outer query with the inner query. When there is a correlation with outer query and inner query, that we call as correlated queries. So go for one more example. Is the employee name, number, name, and the salary, department number. List employee number, name, salary, and the department number. Department number of the employees whose salary is greater than their department. Whose salary is greater than their department. So whose salary is greater than their department. So we have the so whose average salary, whose average salary whose average salary is greater than the department. This is we have select employee number, employee name, salary, department number from employee from employee. So I will use some alias name also instead of writing employee. I'll use the alias. So alias is the alternative name we call this. E is the alias for employee. Where salary is greater than select AVP salary, average salary from employee, where department number equal to E dot department number. So this is called as correlated. Where employee number equal to E dot department number. So this is called as correlated query. So there is a correlation. We have the department number, outer query as the department number. At the same time, inner query also has the department number. So when there is a correlation, that we call as correlated query. So the same column. So same correlated in the same column. So when there is a correlation on the same column, then we have the correlation on this is the correlation. This is the employee department number. So this is all the inner department. Then there is a correlation of both. When there is a correlation, so that we call as correlated queries. Actually, list all the employees who have filled have list all the employees we have at least one have at least one person reporting to them. we have the list all the employees. I want all the employees who have at least one person reporting to them. So select employee number, select employee number, employee name, job, department number, employee, where exists, we use exists, where exists, select employee number from the where, select employee number, employee, where employee MPR manager number is equal to E dot employee number. So that's called as correlation. So we have the select employee number, employee name, job, and department number from employee E the alias. Where is this? So it returns true. So and the output of this inner query is true or false. So it returns true. So when there is a employee, otherwise it cannot return. So that's we use exist operator. List employee details. List employee details if and only list employee details if and if more than 10 employees if and only more than 10 employees are present in a department in department number 10. So this select star from employee, select star from employee where department number equal to 10 and exit, select count or from EMP employee where department number equal to 10, department number equal to 10, group by department number having count or greater than 10. So what we count the number of employees in the department number. So if it is greater than 10, it will return true. Otherwise, it cannot return. So then, if it is there, it will print the details of the employees who are working in the department. So we have the details. So list the details of the employees. If more than 10 employees working in the department 10. So this is the condition. We count the number of employees in the department 10. So if there is more than 10, then only it will return, otherwise not return. That's why having count greater than 10. So exists, then it will print the details of the employee, otherwise it is not print. So that's we call as the correlation. There will be a correlation by using exist. List the employee details who do not earn. So ఎవరిని మేనే చేయని వాళ్ళు మనకు కావాలి. List the details of the employees. Select email, select email, comma, job from employee, where not exists. Select MD or manager from employee, where MD are equal to E dot employee number. So like this, we write different queries. These are all the different. This is about is a query, subqueries SQL. In we have the different way select statement, then select statement we go for different SQL statements, DDL commands, DML commands like this. So in DML again we are using one table, two tables, inner queries, correlated subqueries like this. We go for some of the functions. Predefined functions. What are the different predefined functions that are available? We have some more examples. Any and all. I'll give you one more example. List the employee name. List the employee name whose salary is greater than whose salary is greater than the lowest salary. Whose salary is greater than the lowest salary of employee. Employee belongs to department number belongs to department number 20. So I want the details. So then select employee name, employee from employee where salary is greater than any, we use any. Select salary from employee where department number equal to 10. Select sal from employee where department number equal to 10. So first we are selected the salary of department number, any one of the department number, salary from employee number where department number equal to 10. So then I will check that value with respect to the salary of employee. If it is S, so employee names whose salary is greater than the lowest salary of an employee belongs to the department 20, not where department number equal to 20. So if they refresh, it will return. This is a very good. This is any. So that means So you will check all and will compare it whether there is any employee. So whose average salary is greater, whose salary is greater than all the salaries of the employee department. So that means first of all it will take all the salaries of department 20. So then we'll compare it when there is any correlation, salary is greater than for anyone, then it will be displayed. Otherwise, it will not display. List the employee details. List the employee details of those employees whose salary is greater than any of the manager. I want the details of the employee whose salary is greater than any of the manager. So if there is any employee whose salary is greater than any of managers, there are so many managers are there. So if the salary of any of the employee is greater than any of the manager's salary, then I want the details. So in this case, select employee number, comma, employee name, salary from employee where salary is greater than any of salary is greater than any of select sal from employee where sal so where job equal to manager. So I select the salaries of the employees whose job is manager. If any one of any employee salary is greater than the salary of any of these, then it will display. So the question to list the employee details whose employee salary is greater than any of the managers. So I want to, is there any employee any employee salary is greater than any of the managers. There are so many managers in the department. There are so many employees in the college, in the organization. Is there any employee salary is greater than any of the managers? There are so many managers. That's why first I will select the salaries of all the managers. So that is called as query. So first outer query salaries of all the queries, it will exclude the salaries of all the queries. Then it will take the row of the salary and compare it. So if the salary is greater than, then it will again it will take the salaries again perform. So like this, it will perform the operations. Employee name, salary, employee names, salary greater than. List the employee names whose salary is greater than the highest salary of employee is greater than highest salary of all employees belongs to the of all employees belongs to the department number 20. This is so select employee name from employee where salary is greater than all. Select sal from employee employee where department number equal to 20. So we are getting the details, salaries of the department 20. So from that we are verifying whether it is, whether is there any person whose salary is greater than all the department 20 employees. So if there is a salary greater than the department 20 employees, any of the department 20 employee, so then any, so that's we have one more query. List the details of the employee, list the details of the employee earning, details of the employee earning more than highest, more than highest paid manager. So that's my question. Select employee number, comma, employee name, comma, from employee where salary is greater than all. Select salary from employee where job not equal to manager. So this is like this. We write different correlated queries. These are all the correlated queries. So this is about both are different queries. There's this one. So this is about retrieving data, writing the complex queries. When the query is too complex, so to go for the this type of function, so we'll go for the functions. So now we'll discuss functions. So what is function? What are the different categories of functions? So, so what is function? So built-in functions, not user defined. It's a built-in function. Functions are used to manipulate data. Are used to manipulate data items. Functions are used to manipulate data items. So to perform some operations on data, we use functions. The advantages of functions is functions are used to perform complex calculations functions are used to perform complex calculations on data. Functions can modify individual data items. So we can modify individual data. Functions can alter date formats. Functions can very easy functions can very easily manipulate data. Functions can very easily manipulate output, manipulate a group of rows. So we have the different. These are the advantages. Functions are used to perform complex calculations on data. We can perform some complex calculations. Functions can modify individual data items. Yes. Function can alter the date format or format for the display. Functions are very easily manipulate. Very easily manipulate output for group of types of functions. Types of functions. There are two types of functions. Two types of functions. They are one is column functions. Second one is group functions. So what is column function? Types of column functions. These functions perform operation, perform operations, perform, perform operations on each row of the column. On each row of the column, perform the column functions. So what are the different? We have the arithmetic functions. We have the arithmetic functions. Second one is character functions. Third one is date functions. Fourth one is Jntuk-Iiicse. These are the different functions, column functions. So we can perform. Then we go for arithmetic functions. So we have the arithmetic functions. The different arithmetic functions are we have the different arithmetic functions. The different arithmetic functions have the function ABS, absolute of n. So what is the purpose of this ABS? This function returns absolute value of the column. So ABS, absolute value of the column. Seal, seal of n. What is seal? Finds the smallest integer. Finds the smallest integer greater than or equal to n. Find the smallest integer. So seal value, seal of. So largest integer. So floor. So we have the floor of n. What is the purpose of floor? So find the largest integer. Not for group of values, for a column. Then mod m comma n. Mod m comma n. So returns remainder. Of m divided by n. Return remainder m divided by n. So we need mod, not move. Sorry. Mod operator. Mod operator is used to find the mod value. Power m comma n. Power m comma n. So then what is the power? So calculate x power by m power n. Returns m power n. So it returns m power n value. So you want power value, you can x power by v power. Sine. Sine of n. Return -1 when negative, otherwise returns -1 when the value is negative, otherwise return 1. So if the value is positive, it returns 1. If the value is near to, it returns n. Square root is QR. So we have the square root of a number. So we use the square root of a number. Then truncate. TRUNC of m. So what is truncate? So truncate. In truncate, truncate the number with n decimal places. Truncate the number with n decimal. Round. Round of m comma n. This function exp of n, return exponent of a number. So these are the different arithmetic functions. It's not case sensitive. Yeah. These are the arithmetic functions. We use these functions whenever we require. So when required, we use these functions actually. These are all the arithmetic functions. So these functions will perform arithmetic operations. So these are the arithmetic functions actually. So what is function? What are the different actually the functions? These functions, they are performing some arithmetic operations. So we write the queries whatever we record actually. Suppose I want square root of 4. So I will simply, for example, I use some of the queries. Select SQRT, square root of, suppose I want square root of 84, 88. Suppose select square root of 88 from, there is no table, we use dual. So dual is a predefined table. That's on it. So if there is a no table, we use dual. Dual is the table owned by the system. So system owned table, that's called as dual. So dual table is useful for return value once only. So it returns only once. So we use that just contains dummy. So dummy table is called as. Suppose I want the m mod in so 25 mod 5. Suppose select mod of 25 comma 10 from dual. That means we get the mod values. When 25 mod divided by 10, we get the mod value. So this is. Suppose I want the sign of the number. Suppose select sign of 45 from dual. So we have the sign. So 45 is the positive, though, so that the result of the number is 1. So if it is a negative, we get the result. Suppose I want the exponent of a number. Suppose 25 for 25 cube. I want. Suppose select power. Suppose I want this 8 power 6 from dual. So we are calculated 8 power 6 value square root. So like this we have the, so all functions we can use it, no problem. Suppose I want to solve for exponent. Select exp, exponent of 4. So what exponent value you want? Suppose I want exponent of 4. Select exponent exp of 4 from dual. So we are calculating the exponent of the 4. So round value. Suppose I want to truncate the number to 3 decimal places. Select trunc 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 45.62 from dual. So the output is 2 decimal places. Actually, we have the 4 decimal places. So, but the result of this is 2 decimal places. Suppose like this, we can round the seal, everything we use. So I want absolute. Select ABS of minus 45. So we get the absolute value of this. Like this, we use all the different functions. By using these functions, we are performing the operations. This is the way. So I want floor value or seal value, like this we can calculate. Suppose I want seal floor value, select floor 45.897. So we are getting the floor value of the number. Seal value, suppose select seal 45.897 from dual. So if there is a system, you can check. We have the online compilers, SQL compilers is also there. So if you have a system, you can check all this power, floor, mod, power, exponent, sine, square root, power. So like these are all absolute. Yes, we calculate seal, floor, mod, power, sine, square root, trunk, mod, remain round. Suppose I want the round, we can round it the number around. So suppose you round it, we need a trunk instead of trunk round. Suppose select round 45.8964 to 2 decimal places from doing. So it will round it. These are all the different SQL queries. By using these SQL queries, we are performing the different operations. These are all different SQL queries, arithmetic functions. So similarly, we go for another type of functions also. So these are the arithmetic functions that are available in RK. Okay. Tomorrow we discuss some more queries.